Jimmy, congratulations on your Grand Prix win yesterday.
Thank you very much.
Are you ready for your 50-question interview?
Sure, let's do it.
Perfect, let's get started. So, how many horses did you show here this week?
Oh, I showed probably 20 horses here while I was here in Vermont.
Perfect, and what's your favorite thing about the Vermont Summer Festival?
Oh God, I would say the restaurants, the Silver Fork.
And what's your favorite moment of your riding career so far?
Wow, I have a few. I'd say winning Central Park was definitely one of them, and winning the leading rider title at the National Horse at Madison Square Garden was probably the other.
And what's the best thing that happened to you this year?
Oh wow, this year I just say probably Lake Placid, being first and second in the Grand Prix there, and winning the rider bonus maybe was the best thing.
And what's the best thing that happened to you this week?
Obviously, winning the Grand Prix was probably the best thing.
And name your favorite restaurant to eat at while you're at Vermont.
The Silver Fork.
And what's your favorite thing to order there?
I like the Wiener Schnitzel.
And what's your go-to shopping outlet when you're in Vermont?
Ralph Lauren.
What about your favorite family activity while you're in Vermont?
We go up to Bromley. We like it there.
And what about your favorite family activity in general?
In general, we like going on vacation all together as a family.
And if you had to choose the most talented horse you've ever ridden, which would it be?
Wow, I would say probably the horse I'm riding now, Daydream. That's a super horse.
Great. And how old were you when you got on your first horse?
I was 6 years old.
And when was your first Grand Prix win?
My first Grand Prix win was in '98. It was Upperville Grand Prix.
Perfect. What was your favorite subject in high school?
Oh God, I didn't like school. I would say English. I liked English. I liked writing, and that was probably my favorite.
Your least favorite subject in high school?
Science.
And here we are back at Jet Show Stables. Would you like to have a seat?
Sure, let's sit down.
Hunter 2 update. In the older children's hunters, there are only 19 trips left to go in the older children's.
And who are these two young riders?
Oh, these are my two little kids, Natalia and JJ.
And Jimmy, what kind of music do you listen to?
I listen to everything. I'm not a real hard rock person, but I like rock. I like, I like the old stuff. I like Michael Jackson, a little bit of everything.
What's your favorite thing to cook for dinner?
I personally don't cook a lot. I love steak. That's my favorite food.
And what's your favorite thing Danielle cooks for dinner?
Steak. She's a very good cook and very good with our steak.
And the best movie of all time?
Probably I have two. I loved 8 Seconds, and I like the movie John Q. They both kind of ended the same at the end of the movie. The main person that was dying in the movie, one sort of went like this, and one went like this. So those are probably my two favorite movies.
And the last movie you watched?
The last movie I watched, God, it's been a while. I'm going to say Hacksaw Ridge.
Okay, and what's your favorite type of saddle?
CWD, no doubt.
And your favorite type of breeches?
I still wear Tailored Sportsman, and I love them.
And what's your go-to boot brand?
I'm old school. I still love the Vogels.
And when was the last person you texted?
The last person I texted was just my wife, Danielle.
And what's one thing you would tell your 20-year-old self?
My 20-year-old self, I would tell, be patient, things will come.
And what's your dream vacation?
My dream vacation is really to go away with my whole family somewhere with water and water type sports.
And what's one thing people would be surprised to learn about you?
Probably the one thing they'd be surprised to learn about me is I'm a little insecure. I'm not real secure.
And how do you keep your whites white?
I do my own laundry. I don't trust my laundry to anybody.
And what would you say is the biggest issue facing horse sport today? Wow,
we have a lot. We can go on for days about that. There's a lot going on with our federation and the FEI, so I think that's a difficult one.
What's one currently competing horse you would love to ride?
Catch Me If You Can.
What about a horse no longer competing?
That's easy, Big Star.
Who was your riding idol when you were growing up?
Rodney Jenkins.
And who's your riding idol now?
Back to the barn.
I don't know if I have an idol. I look to a few riders. Obviously, I look to McLean. He's close. Rodrigo, we're all very close. Ken, I think I look to them for different ideas.
Who's the funniest person you know?
Probably Kent.
What's harder, competing yourself or watching Danielle compete?
Watching Danielle, that's very nerve-wracking. She's great, but it's very nerve-wracking.
And what about watching you competing yourself or watching Natalia and JJ compete?
You know, I'm nervous watching my kids. I think watching my kids and watching my wife is definitely harder than doing it myself.
What's the best part about being a dad?
Everything.
What's the hardest part about being a dad?
The hardest part about being a dad really is nothing. It's a gift, really.
And if you could have any historical figure over for dinner, who would it be?
Albert Einstein.
If you could have if you had a professional athlete over for dinner, who would it be?
Oh, Michael Jordan.
If you had to choose another career besides riding, what would it be?
Wow. You know, it would have to be something in the horses, maybe chef de keep or some, you know, running some type of organization, something involved in the horses for sure.
What app do you use most on your phone?
Clip my horse.
What your most embarrassing riding moment?
Wow. In Tampa, back in the old days in the indoor ring, I had a horse run away with me at the trot and jumped out of the ring onto the cement pavement. That was probably the most embarrassing moment.
What's one of the best pieces of advice you've ever received?
You know, I would say the best piece of advice I got from Albert Vorn, just realize every horse has his own comfort zone.
Name one thing you can't live without.
My phone.
If you weren't a rider, what would you be doing?
Again, something involved in the horses. I'd probably, you know, try to be chef de keep or something like that.
What horse in your barn are you most excited about right now?
Daydream.
And what's your biggest goal this year?
My biggest goal this year is I'd like to qualify for the World Cup Finals.
Great. That was 50, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Natalia, do you think you did a good job? Perfect. Thank you so much.